Hello and welcome to another Drones Deep video. Today I'm doing something a little bit different because the weather's not been very good this week for me to be able to get the DJI Mavic Mini up in the air. So what I've done this week is just gone through some of my old DJI Phantom Vision 2 Plus footage that I've shot over the last 5 years or so. To be honest, it's not the world's greatest footage. I've gone through it recently and I'm thinking, God, why did I bother even saving this video? A lot of these video clips aren't necessarily the best looking footage, but most of them are sort of nostalgic, if you like. So I thought I'd just do this quick video just to put the Phantom Vision 2 Plus to bed. I'm not going to be using it again. It's finally given up the ghost. It doesn't fly anymore. So what I'm planning to do is bury it in a field. And then maybe in a few hundred years time, some archaeologists might stumble upon it one day and there'll be my drone inside. I think the box that I've carried around in now is worth more than the actual drone itself, so I think the drone will be protected inside its box for quite a few years. Okay, before we start, I'm going to apologise now for all the 360 spin shots that I've used. When I first got the DJI Phantom Vision, I thought it was brilliant just to be able to go up in the sky and do some 360 footage. So there's quite a lot of that in here, so forgive me if you get a little bit sick. Okay, so here we go, the first clip. The first clip is taken from my very first ever flight. This is the village of Bridge, and again, it's just going up in the sky, marvelling at what I can see on my phone. And here we go with the first 360 view of the village of Bridge. Just coming into view behind the trees, there's a school where all my kids went to, and then we have lots of fields everywhere. For some reason I kept all this clip in, not the most entertaining clip. There's a tennis court. What's the next clip? Right, the next clip coming up now is, okay, this is the first time I ever took the Phantom up to the maximum altitude that I could go. That's Thorndon Woods, just outside Canterbury. I remember doing this. I still remember the amount of sweat I had dripping in my hands. I was petrified of falling down. What's this? This is Blean Church. Yeah, that's Blean Church. This one is a nostalgic clip because that's my old school. It didn't look like that when I was there, to be fair. It didn't have the athletics track. Barely had any of those new looking buildings. I think the building you can see in the middle of the complex was the only bit of building that was there when I was there, what, 25 something years ago? Yeah, so it has grown quite a lot since I left. What's next? Canterbury Reveal. Right, okay, this is City of Canterbury. If you can just make out the Canterbury Cathedral right in the middle of the horizon there. Again, I've left the fisheye effect in. Oh dear, yeah, I love the old fisheye that to keep removing every time I edited something from the Phantom Vision 2. Next clip, what's next? That's boring. Oh, the next, oh yes, I remember this. This is a little ruined, it's not even a church, but it's in a little village called Chaple Well, just outside Canterbury, near Howe Zoo. No idea what it's used for. I haven't really found a lot of information about it, but I thought it made a really nice place to fly the drone around. You have these little ruins, it had all the yellow rapeseed in the background, but again, looking back, didn't really make the best use of it. Well, I'm including this. This is my sort of first attempt at cinematic drone video recording. Found this massive stack of hay bales in the middle of a field just outside Whitstable, I believe, Chesterfield, I think. Yeah, so I wanted to make something out of that. Next, right, this is Howe Barracks. All this stuff here has been knocked down. It's all gone now. It's all been demolished to make way for a new housing development. It's in Canterbury. Yeah, so I'm quite happy to get some of that footage for historic purposes. This was shot really early in the morning. I was trying to get some sunrise over the cathedral, but it was a little bit misty, so it didn't quite work out. But I thought I'd make the most of it, whereas there's nobody around here, so I thought I'd just fly over the playing equipment. I think this clip was actually used for promoting the actual, this is Westgate Gardens in Canterbury. They just emailed me one day, asked if they could use the footage. So of course I said yes, not a problem at all. Yeah, there's no one there, so there's no problem filming this little clip. What's next? Right, this place here, I'm flying from a place called Beverley Meadowfield. It's probably the place I spent most time with the Phantom Vision. Spent many a morning, many an evening shooting the sunrise and the sunset over Canterbury. I just included this clip here because I quite like the way I filmed the train. I noticed the train pulling out of the station, so I thought I'd just follow it out and get some aerial views of the city of Canterbury. Those playing fields in the background there, full of rugby posts, is the King's School. And the last but not least is one of my sunrises, I believe. It's a sunrise with the cathedral just to the right of the sun there, and a little bit of frosty ground. And that was it really. I was always disappointed. I thought I'd spend a whole day going through my old footage and finding some nice clips, but I mean, to be honest, there were a few other good clips, but they weren't quite long enough to actually include. I did take a lot of footage of sunsets and sunrises, and they all looked a bit samey, so I didn't bother wasting any time and boring you to tears with sunsets and sunrises. So yeah, that's the last time I'll be editing any of my Phantom Vision 2 footage. Obviously the footage I get from the DJI Mavic Mini is a lot better quality, and I'm slowly starting to learn a little bit more about filming techniques and how to use the drone to maximise my time to get some much better cinematic and interesting shots, rather than just going up in the air, spinning around 360 and then landing again. Okay, that's it for this week. I might do a little video during the week showing how I make some of my Instagram stories using my drone footage. I'm hoping that might make a little interesting video, and I might pop that one out during the week. Apart from that, hopefully I should be able to get out and about and fly a little bit more next week, and bring some more DJI Mavic Mini footage. Cheers, cheerio.